We have breaking news in the hockey world as the Philadelphia Flyers have acquired Trevor Zegras from the Anaheim Ducks for a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and Ryan Poehling. I can't love this move any more than physically possible for the Flyers. I think this is an absolute no-brainer for the organization. They just bought low on a guy that has superstar potential. And that's the thing with Trevor Zegras was he's 24 years old. I think he had like 35 points last season, another down year for Trevor Zegras. But everybody can tell that this guy has the it factor. And not only does he have the it factor, but you have, behind goaltending, he plays the most important position on the ice, which is center. So you, for a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and for all intents and purposes, a fourth liner, third liner, bottom six pairing, you acquired a potential number one center. That is a no-brainer. And that is the luxury you have when you have the amount of draft picks that the Philadelphia Flyers have. The fact that they have, I believe, 3 first-round picks, and they did not have to give one up to the Ducks for Trevor Zegras is a steal. The Flyers stole Trevor Zegras. And even if Trevor Zegras continues to put up 35, 40 points, I still would say that they stole Trevor Zegras. Because a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick, you can get those, right? Like, that's nothing. When you had 3 first-round picks, it's expendable. But when you have a guy who's 24 years old, who hasn't even hit his prime yet, to get him for that, that's the return? Now, on the flip side, you have to wonder, okay, what does the NHL know that we don't? Because obviously, this was the best the Ducks had in terms of offers. And it's well known that they had been shopping Trevor Zegras for about a year now. So, what does the NHL know that we don't? Is this a situation of just a kid who needed to change the scenery? Possibly. Is it a situation of more than that? Do we have a Mike Richards situation going on where, maybe there's more behind the scenes that we don't know about Trevor Zegras? The fact is, while I love this move, it's not like the Anaheim Ducks ideally want to give up their number one, number two center. They don't. They especially don't want to give them up for a second, a fourth, and Ryan Poehling. So why exactly did Pat Verbeek make this move? Now, for me, I look at Trevor Zegras as a guy that was close to a point a game when he was 21, 22 years old, looking like the sky was the limit for the kid. And then maybe he just simply started smelling himself. We all know, it's the flip behind the net to Sonny Milano a bunch of years ago. The All-Star game where he was in the skills competition. He was doing all those weird moves. He was an exciting player, and he looked like he possibly could become one of the faces of the league, and then he just started regressing. So there's a reason for that. I don't know what it is. There's a reason why the Anaheim Ducks moved on. Yeah, this move reminds me a lot of when the Eagles went out and they traded for Dorial Green-Beckham, and they gave up Dennis Kelly. And Eagles fans, myself included, were like, this is a no-brainer. And that was actually the first time I ever hosted on the Fanatic. And I came on and I said, okay, this is a no-brainer, no doubt about it. You just got a former second-round pick for Dennis friggin' Kelly. But there's a reason for that. Why did the Tennessee Titans make this move? Let's just sit back for a second. There's a reason why they made this move. There's a reason why they're cutting bait. Now, on the flip side, Dorial Green-Beckham did not work out for the Eagles. I would still make that move. Dennis Kelly ended up becoming really good depth and a starter for the Tennessee Titans for a little bit there. I would still make that move. I'd still take the risk. And that's why I say the Philadelphia Flyers have won this trade. Whether Trevor Zegras regains his form or not, I think they still won this trade. I just think this is an absolute no-brainer for the team. Especially with the Sean Couturier situation, where Sean Couturier, bless his heart, is kind of a shell of himself at this point. The injuries have taken a toll. He was your number one center. You need an influx. Every team is seemingly looking for what Trevor Zegras can possibly provide. A number one center that's going to put up more than a point a game. You know, and for the Flyers to get this guy for a second and a fourth and Ryan Poehling and still keep all of their first-round picks, Danny Briere and Keith Jones stole them. They stole them. The pick's 45. I haven't looked it up yet. That might actually be the pick that they acquired when they dealt Cutter Gauthier to the Ducks and got Jamie Drysdale. They got Jamie Drysdale in the second-round pick. So essentially, if that is the pick, essentially you've got Cutter Gauthier and Cutter Gauthier for Jamie Drysdale and Trevor Zegras. And that is a pretty good haul if Cutter Gauthier, which it looks like he's going to, amounts to what Flyers fans thought Cutter Gauthier was going to be, which is close to a 35, 40-goal scorer. His first year he put up 20. He looked really good. If you can possibly get two guys and you're buying low on them, and Jamie Drysdale, which they did, they bought low on him, and if he can eventually become that number one defenseman on the power play, and you can get Trevor Zegras back to form, then this is the steal of, I won't say the century, that's overused, but it's a hell of a steal. So good on Danny Briere, good on Keith Jones. What do you guys think of the trade? Comment down below. You guys know where the buttons are, the subscribe, the like, the dislike, all of that. I'm actually making pancakes, and I burnt the hell out of one, so I'm going to go get that now.